Hi, happy anniversary. Thank you so much for stopping by today to pick up your thank you grab and go gift. So I wanted to give you a little tutorial on exactly how to use what's inside of your bag, and that way you're getting the most bang for your buck. So as many of you know, I have really pivoted the last year and I have a much bigger focus on the Helena Pahava method, which really focuses on the epicranius aponeurosis of the body. So basically the scalp. So many of you go ooh and ah as soon as I start to massage those muscles, so hence your grab and go gift this year. So you're gonna notice your first gift is gonna be the metal scalp massager. Really easy to use. You're just gonna work it right into the scalp, and this is gonna feel incredible because it's gonna work those the ends of the nerves basically. So you're gonna feel a very different sensation than you've ever felt before if you haven't used one of these yet. These are such a great way to fall into relaxation because it just gets the nice heavy sigh going. So after that, you're gonna notice you have another massager in there. This one is gonna be your wooden massager tool. You could use this on the face, the body, scalp. So for purposes of this video, I'm just gonna show you on the scalp. I like to start where my temple is at the hairline, and my pressure is feather light. You always want to start with feather light pressure, and I'm just going to start doing these little zigzag vibrational moves all the way till I get to the back of the scalp. And I'm going to do that 3 times. And this way we're just starting to get some more blood flow here, where I'm starting to massage the muscle and just opening everything up. Now when I get to the back here, I'm going to start doing some circular motions. This muscle in the back doesn't get enough love. So many of us are on our phones. We tend to put our head down this way. So this is going to feel really good in the occipital muscle. And then we could do the same thing on the other side. Why do we do this? Well, 1, it's going to feel good, right? 2, we're stimulating circulation in an area that really doesn't get much circulation. And 2, we're stimulating something called piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is getting energy to the bone. Now, if you feel here, as soon as you can even hear it, that's all bone, right? So we want to be able to work with Mother Nature as far as our aging is concerned, but we want to work with her in a way that she's going to give something back to us. So by doing these little massages and we're working with the bone and stimulating piezoelectricity, we start to increase the depth of the bone basically, and we start to increase the energy of the bone. Because as women, as we know, as we get older, our bones will start to disintegrate and the flesh on the bone starts to gravitate downward, and therefore we start to get that older look to ourselves that we're not necessarily happy with. So not only is this going to stimulate the electricity in the bone and help the cartilage and the blood flow be a lot more omnipresent than had we not been doing this, but what's also going to happen is by working with these muscles in here, you're going to get a nice natural lift in the neck and the face, because when these are tight, they have a tendency to pull other muscles down. So like I said, you can use this on the rest of the body, so I'm just going to show you on the chest. Whenever you're working on the body, you do want to use facial nectar. This is going to be your rosehip oil, cranberry oil, jojoba, and orange seed oil. It's a beautiful oil. I use this, guys. I use this on you in facials all the time. You only need about 2 to 3 drops. So I'm just going to do it on my décolleté. Again, remember your pressure is feather light. So I'm just going to start here at my chest, and feather light, I'm just starting to move some of the lymph fluid to the auxiliary nodes here. I'm going to do that 6 times on either side. And after those 6 times, I'm just going to pump the nodes so that we get a little bit of a drain. From there, we tend to hold a lot of tension in here. You could then take your massager and just use some really nice circular motions. Now you could see I'm already starting to get a decent amount of blood flow here. 1, that's just how my skin is, and 2, I'm doing this correctly. You don't want to go in with a lot of pressure. Why? When the muscles get too much pressure on them. And I'm sure we've all had that massage therapist that has something to prove. What happens is that you don't feel better, you feel worse because the muscles tighten up, they contract, because they feel like an injury is about to come to them. That's why we want to keep things nice and soft, and we want to keep our pressure on the lighter side. You'll get more with lighter pressure than you will with heavier pressure. So just by doing these circular motions, you can see I'm getting a good amount of blood flow here, which is wonderful. Anytime we could get blood flow to an area, we are giving it oxygen that it hasn't had. So we're releasing stagnation, we create space, and thus we get more of a youthful appearance. So just gonna do that there. So you can use this on the neck too. When using on the neck, really lighten up your pressure. We have the vagus nerve in here, you have your carotid artery in here, all things that you don't want to use a lot of pressure on. So really nice and soft. And then same thing with the face. If you're gonna use this on the face, make sure you hold one side while you drag the lymph fluid to the respected exit zones. To wash these, you just want to do a little soap and water, and then I would put a drop of your facial nectar or any kind of oil on this just so that you don't mess the integrity of the wood. And then with the metal ones, really simple, just hot soapy water after each use. Something else that you're gonna have in your goodie bag is gonna be this Lucid Dream tea. This is a blend of mugwort, blue lotus flower, and rose petals. The blue lotus is what's really gonna help with the lucid dreaming. This is a little bitter, so the way I like to do this is froth up a little bit of oat milk, and I add just a tiny bit of honey to it just to give it a little bit of sweetness, and that's usually my nighttime snack. I'm curious to hear how you guys like it and if you notice anything different in your dreams. And then you just have some other cute little takeaways in your bag. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you again for being part of this endeavor. It means everything to me that you are here and that you've supported me for this long. If you're new, thank you for putting your trust into me. And I really look forward to celebrating with you guys for the rest of the year. I'm always here for you if there's anything that you need. Otherwise, enjoy your goodie bag. You most definitely more than deserve it. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.